Today's video is for women with fine hair. I'm going to try and see if I can achieve some volume in my fine hair. Obtaining volume, and mostly at the roots, is something that I struggle with. So today I'm going to attempt to use some Velcro rollers. Yes, I've used them before. I've never been very successful. I'm giving it another go because I've done a bit of research this time. I'm about to wash my hair. This is what it looks like before I wash it. It has a little bit of residue of product left over. I don't necessarily have thin and fine hair, although it's thinning a little bit in parts and it is thinner in the front. The bulk of my hair, unfortunately, sits underneath and more at the back. I'd often like to achieve more volume here, particularly at the roots. Just generally a little bit more volume in my hair. I don't think I'm going to achieve that 90s hair look, which I really do like. What I'm going to be using today is Velcro rollers. Now, I know they've been around a long time and I know some women love them and use them a lot, and some women are so proficient in using them. I've been doing a bit more research on how to create volume for fine hair. I think one of the main takeaways from this video about fine hair is be really cautious about which products you use, and the main thing is don't use too much of any product that you're using. Be very sparing with your products. So one, we need to use products that are particularly made for fine hair, and we need to steer away from products that are heavier on our hair. The heavier the product, the more it's going to weigh our hair down. And the other takeaway is use your product sparingly. Don't use too much on fine hair. If you have dry fine hair, and many of us with fine hair do have dry hair, one of the most important things that you should not do is wash your hair too much. I actually go 6 to 7 days before I wash my hair again, and I can go up to 10 days. Now, mind you, by 10 days, the product build-up just does get a little bit too much, and my hair does tend to stick to my head. My hair right now hasn't been washed in 6 days. As you can see, it doesn't look greasy at all. If you have fine dry hair and you're washing your hair every day or even every other day, or I'd say even every third day, stop it. Stop doing that. I think 5 days would be a reasonable gap, but you might be like me, you could go longer. I'm about to wash my hair right now, and something I'm going to do, which some ladies think that they shouldn't do, is I'm going to shampoo my hair twice. It takes me 2 goes to get a good lather up. If you're not getting a good lather up from your shampoo, you need to do it twice just to get the build up off your scalp. And when I shampoo my hair, I do it all over. I do the back, the nape of the neck, underneath. I give it a really good thorough cleaning and massage as I'm going. The other thing we need to keep in mind when we have fine hair is go easy on your conditioner and don't use it on your roots. Don't use conditioner on your roots because it's just another product that's going to weigh your hair down, or if you're going to use it on your roots, use it sparingly. I will be using a hair mask which I leave in for about 15 to 20 minutes and get back in the shower and wash it out. If you enjoy this type of content, please subscribe. I was in the fashion industry for over 35 years. I have a passion for fashion and I want to share that with you. And give me a like. That is so appreciated. I won't be air drying my hair. I will be using heat. I will be using a blow dryer. I want you to know that heat is not your enemy. It's how you use the heat. The heat's going to do 2 things for my hair. It's going to tame it down so I don't get the frizz as much. It's going to give it a smoother texture. And the other thing, it's going to really help when I'm using the Velcro rollers to set them in place and help create that volume. But it is about how you use your heat. Heat is not our enemy like we're often told. Here I am, we're out of the shower with my hair wet. As you can see, my hair's a little bit wavy. The first thing I'm going to add to my hair while it's wet is I'm going to put in a spray-in leave-in conditioner. I'm rubbing the leave-in conditioner through my wet hair. I'll brush the conditioner through my hair now. I'm still using my really old brush that I had to sticky tape up. This one is a good salon brush actually. It just snapped from the heat. I left it in a very hot place for a while and it snapped. I will be buying a new brush when I can get to more stores. I don't live in a very big town. I'm very particular what type of brush I use. Most women are very particular about their hairbrush. I need a really strong hairbrush. Even though my hair's fine, I've got quite a lot at the back and underneath. Because I'm using heat to blow dry my hair, the next product I'm going to be using is this Joico heat protector. If you're using heat, you need heat protecting spray. Everyone should use this. If there's one product you need to buy extra that you haven't been using and you're blow drying your hair or using irons or anything with heat, this is a thermal protection cream from Joico. And the reason I bought this one, it's recommended for fine hair. So from here on in, anytime you're buying a new product, I want you to Google which ones are best for fine hair. That is with every particular product you use. It's also a spray cream, putting in my hands and rubbing through the hair. Finally, the last product I'm going to use before I blow dry my hair is a volumizing product. This one's called Wow. You might have heard of this one, I don't know. I've never tried Wow before. It's extra large bombshell volumizer. I'm hoping it's going to work. In the past, I've used mousses to get volume in my hair, but I'm going to try this one today. There's lots of volumizing products, but once again, I had a look to see which ones would be better for fine hair. The Wow came up as being not budget. This was not budget. I can't remember what I paid. It wouldn't have been over $40, I don't think, but it was very popular for fine hair. It comes out just like a foam. This one you can use on the roots, and you use it when your hair's damp. So you can put it on your hands like this and rub it in, or you can just spray it through like this. So what I'm doing is I'm just pumping it through in sections here. It's more foamy than what a mousse is. I am focusing more on the crown, getting it into the, sectioning it off and getting it into the crown, because that's where I want to achieve most of my volume. I have to say, so far, I'm not really that impressed with the application of this. It's really quite foamy, but it's a very light foam. I don't know if you can see, it's quite liquidy. And brushing through the Wow Bombshell, what is it? Extra large bombshell volumizer, brushing that through. Now I'll be turning my hair upside down for blow drying. I always blow dry my hair upside down because once again, it creates more volume. It helps your hair to get off your scalp. I wanted to mention as I'm blow drying, I always blow dry my hair down the hair shaft, not up the hair shaft. I blow dry my hair out and I think the Wow is working. I can see extra volume all through my hair, but it is a little bit mad. It's a little bit messy. What I'm going to do now is something that I often do to tame my hair down, and that's use a curling wand. You can use whatever size you want depending on how much hair you have and how thin your hair is. If you've got very thin hair, you might only use a smaller one. I'm going to use a large one today. The idea is to tame the hair down a little bit. Just taking sections like this. I don't even section off most of the time. But what I do is I don't actually wrap it round. I just pull it through. Like this. I just pull it through and turn the end just a little bit. I hope you can see in comparison, this strip I've done here is more tame and has a little bit more sleekness and shine to it than this bit here. Of course, if you prefer, you can wrap your hair around like you would traditionally do. This will just put more wave into it. I'm not trying to achieve wave today. I'm not going for a beachy look. I'm just trying to achieve volume. That's what it might look like if I curl it round. It gives more of a wavy look. You can just run your fingers through it. But if you just want it to go straight, just pull it through. Be careful on the end you don't tug too hard though. Onto the Velcro rollers. I'm with a little bit more information. I'm hoping this time I can see better results than I've had in the past. Now, what I did learn about using the Velcro rollers this time was when you put them in, don't press them down if your hair is fine. We often want to squish our hair down into the teeth, If you've got fine hair, it's just going to get caught in there, and that's always been my problem with Velcro rollers. Now the two tips were don't press your hair down into the teeth, and the other tip was don't put too much on your roller, which is what I've been guilty of doing before. I get a little bit impatient and the hair is sticking out the side of the roller. It's supposed to be all on one roller. So when you're taking sections of your hair, make sure they're not too wide because they will get all tangled up. The first thing I'm going to do is get rid of my part and brush my hair straight back. On the top, we're going for a bit of a mohawk look by the placement of the rollers. And with this face framing curtain bang section, if you like, in the front, it's not a lot of hair. And the other thing is I don't have a very big head, so I can't fit all the really big size ones on. So I've gone for a medium size this time for the front one at least. So what we need to do is we need to place the roller on top of the hair. That's where we place the roller, and we roll up backwards toward the crown, and then we clip it. Some ladies don't need to clip it, it'll stay in place. Mine won't. They tend to dislodge or fall out if I don't clip them. In the mohawk section here in the middle, I'm going to use the jumbo ones for the next two sections of hair. I bring the hair forward like this, and don't forget we're placing the roller on the top of the hair, and rolling back. The next section is right on the crown of my head and the back of my hair. Once again, I brush or bring the hair forward like this, place the roller always on the top and in the center as well. You don't want it over to the side or it will go over the side of the roller, and we don't want that. Like this one's about to do. Just see, like this one's about to do. I took too much hair. Can you see that? Can you see how it's covering all the roller and going over the side? That's going to get tangled. I have to redo this one and use less hair. So now I have three in the front. Yours could be the jumbo all the way through. And by the way, you can do this with your hair wet. I find it so much more difficult to do it with my hair wet. I find it much easier to do it with my hair dry, but I'm going to show you what I do in a little minute. You might not want to do this yourself, but it makes a big difference because it's all about heat. Styling your hair without heat is very difficult. The side bit, I'm going back to the medium size. If I use the jumbos, I don't fit many across the side. I've got a head full of rollers. I've used both sizes, the jumbo size and the medium size. And I needed quite a lot of rollers, so you might want to stock up and buy 2 packs if you've got longer hair. If you've got shorter hair, you might just need to use a few of the jumbo ones. In fact, you don't have to do all of your hair. Some ladies just do that mohawk strip along the top here. If you've got shorter hair, that can be quite enough. So the next thing is heat. Yes, heat. Okay, I know that some of you don't like using heat, but then what I'm going to do is set these with the heat. So I'm going to put the heat on the rollers, and as they're cooling down, they're going to give me that volume. They're going to set. So what I'm going to do is use high heat with low volume blow. So I'm going to have the lesser blow because I don't want it messing and making it too frizzy with the higher heat. As you can see, I'm using a diffuser. Diffusers are fantastic for this. Now you can buy just a diffuser to attach to your already existing hairdryer. Theoretically, because I haven't tried this before, as the heat cools down in my hair, it's going to help the rollers set more, so hopefully give me just a little bit of bounce. There's something rather important I want to say about these Velcro rollers is that they don't necessarily give you wave or curl. They're not meant for that. They're meant for volume. So a lot of women use them and they think, well, where is all my wave? Where is all my curl? As I said, they are not meant for that. They're meant for volume. If you want wave and curl, well, try a curling wand or a different method or a different device to get that beachy look. You won't get it from these Velcro rollers. Now for the big reveal, I'm going to take the rollers out. I probably haven't left them in long enough. I think it's been about 20 minutes at least. It might be 30 minutes. I would say an hour would probably be better, but we'll see what it looks like. When you're taking them out, sometimes to prevent them from catching, because they can catch and grip onto your hair, put your fingers here at the top to secure the root of your hair just put your fingers here like this. So there's the first little bit out. I think there's a bit of bounce in that. There's certainly a bit of volume in that bit here. That's my framing face. We can call it a curtain fringe if you like, or curtain bang if you prefer. So just remember, put your fingers here at the top like that. I find that does help. It's a little trick I picked up. And just take it slow, taking the rollers out. So there you have it, all the rollers are out. I think I've got quite a bit more volume. I'm quite happy with the result. I'm not much of a hairspray lady, but if you want to use hairspray, you can do that. It probably will keep your volume there longer, I would say. The other thing I'd probably be inclined to do, because I have dry hair, is to put just a little bit of oil in the ends, only in the ends. I never put oil on the roots of my hair anymore. I was using it, it's too heavy for fine hair. So when it comes to fine hair, back off with your products. Use less products. In fact, I was using oil and leave-in conditioner after I washed my hair when it was wet. It was just too much product. So now I only put just a tiny little bit of oil in when my hair is dry. It's easy with your hair when it's wet to put too much oil in, and it's just going to weigh your hair down if it's fine hair. So you just need a couple of little squirts. That's all you need, just on the tips of your hair.